System 80 power supply, or actually 80A for this game. It's a nice fever completed. CR7 changed to a 1N4738. R10 changed to a 680 ohm half watt resistor. New quality 500 ohm trim pot. And the headers, all three of the headers have been replaced. Underneath or between the sandwich board, there is a wire that connects essentially the negative side of this cap or ground to this. I'll put a post right there, and that'll be a ground point for implementing what is commonly referred to as the ground mods. You can see all the voltages there. That 8 volts, it's flopping around there, that's unloaded. That's the DC offset for the 6 or 7 digit displays, and all those other voltages are just fine. And we are on my mostly completed, I guess kind of good enough, System 80 test panel for System 80 and 80A MPU boards. You can see I've got some extra space here. I have an idea in mind. I can't remember what I was going to do with that right now. But I've got 4 6-digit Lizzie displays. And if you just look up LISY in Google, you'll be able to find these Lizzie displays and a whole bunch of other nice stuff that a pinsider named Bantagno creates. And then I've picked up a 4-digit credit ball and play display from Brett at Xpin while I was at Expo, so I kind of completed my display suite. I also have the other 4 6-digit displays for Xpin. I just wanted to demonstrate these Lizzie ones. These are pretty low cost, but the Xpin ones are really nice. Now this one's going to be white. It comes with a blue filter that you can, or a green filter that you can put on there if you'd like. I have not applied that yet. I have this Ice Fever MPU on the bench, and I have installed a slam switch modification, a CR2032 battery, and a 1N4004 diode, which I gotta clip that leg off because it's extending from the back of the board through. I've replaced the filter cap. And this one had a dead 5101, which was prevented it from booting, so I have installed a socket, machine pin socket in this case, so if the client wants to install NVRAM, it's easy to do, and a nice SCM 5101. And I believe that is all I did to this board. Driver board appears to be functioning 100% normally, and I've got my this is a Pascal Janin tester board attached to the bottom of it with my custom connector array. So let's boot it, and I'll focus on the displays first while it's booting. And that would be a normal boot. And playfield attract mode lights on System 80A games are always more interesting than System 80 games. So it's going a little wild there. If you watch long enough, you can see that all the lamp circuits are in fact operating. But let's put it into lamp test. So I'm going to press the my simulated test button, and then I'm going to press the credit button, and it'll skip to test 16. And then it's going to fire 3 relays 2 times each, and then do lamp tests. There's 1, 2, and then the second relay twice, and then the third relay will be over on this other board. And now it's going to go into lamp test, where it chases all these LED lights around. And boy, you gotta watch closely because it goes fast. But I can see that all of those lamp circuits are operating correctly. And the next test is solenoid test, so we'll be looking here and over here, and ADA tests the sound signals too. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Those are the principal solenoids. Now it's testing the sound select signals. And those are all operating correctly. So I was counting them off, but the solenoid number would have appeared in this display. And we'll go to switch test. Oh, I like that it comes up with the 99 very rapidly, indicating that no switches are closed. So I'm going to go across the diagonal of the switch matrix. And that's 0, 0, 1, 1. And by going across the diagonal, since Gottlieb always reported all 64 switches, we know that all those switches are working. I'm going to turn off the light here. We can see it a little bit better. I won't let this go too long, because once we get to the 4, we've proven that the MPU board circuitry is driving all of the digits and segments correctly. I've got one problem right here, this last digit, and I'll wait for the 5 to come around. There must be a cold solder joint there on this digit block, but the top segment doesn't light on that, so I knew I had that unscrewed for a reason, and I just screwed the darn thing back in. If I press a credit ball into the diagnostic button again, we get, that was CD45, which should be the checksum for the 695 or Ice Fever game ROM. And so we are good to go. Thank you so much for sending this. I hit the credit button or diagnostic button again, so it's going back through to test again. It was a freaky light show. Good to go. Thanks so much.